So to our question 4 of the June 2023 Rchrp 10 paper, we have 4A and B. So 4A, employee engagement can lead to improved productivity. Employee engagement can lead to improved productivity. Identify ways in which employee engagement may be enhanced at the workplace. So what are some of the ways that an organization can put in place to ensure that what are some of the ways an organization can basically ensure that employee engagement has basically been enhanced at the workplace? So that is what the question is looking for. How can an organization enhance employee engagement? So number 1, always recognize and celebrate accomplishments. There's something you call reward and recognition within an organization. It's always good to reward and recognize performance. There are those people or there are those employees who devote themselves fully towards the work. They try so hard to ensure they achieve the objectives. They try so hard to ensure they meet deadlines. They try so hard to ensure they meet the targets. What do you have to do for this person as an organization? What do you have to do for this employee in order for you or for him to ensure that that energy this person is putting in your work will always continue? Rewards and recognition. Reward and celebrate accomplishment. That will make the employee become more motivated, become more engaged, become more hardworking, and basically help you to achieve those objectives you're looking forward to achieve. So always recognize and celebrate accomplishment. This will motivate the employees even more and more. Cultivate a strong inclusive company culture. Ensure the culture of the company or the organizational culture basically embraces inclusivity. Make all the employees feel home, feel welcomed, feel valued. But if you make others feel valued and others feel like they're being discriminated, already issues to do with employee engagement will never be seen in an organization. So ensure the company culture is there for everyone within the organization, respects everyone within the organization, embraces the culture of every person irrespective of where you are coming from. Employees will feel valued. They'll feel like we belong. This is where we belong, a sense of belonging, and that's how employees can become more engaged. You can also encourage fun and social activities. Yes, initiate collaboration, initiate team building activities, initiate games and so on. Set a day aside where people can go have fun, interact with one another, bond with one another, have fun. Such ways you are bringing about employee engagement. You are making them to have that urge to continue staying with you. You are making them to have that urge that we need to work with this organization because it basically cares for the employees that work with the organization. So create fun activities, social activities, team building activities. By doing so, we are also enhancing, we are also basically establishing what we call employee engagement. So encourage fun and social activities. Also offer meaningful perks, benefits, and work and life balance. I think the issue to do with perk and benefits, we've covered it in number 1, whereby you'll recognize and celebrate accomplishment. You can only do that through giving gifts, through giving perks and so on. So the main focus here, are putting it in the issue of work and life balance. The only way you can ensure that your employees are engaged, give them a flexible schedule, flexible that can make them balance between work and life. They also have their personal life to live. They have their families to look for. They have their personal issues to look at. So ensure the schedule you're giving them will be so much accommodative, friendly, in order for them to also pursue their personal endeavors. It's not like they have to be a job from Sunday to Sunday from 8 to 5. At what point does this person bond with the family? At what point does this person get personal time? So at least be considerate, ensure that the company basically embraces issues to do with work and life balance. Give a program, give a schedule that is very flexible and that can basically make the employees to have that balance between the work and their personal life. That can also improve or bring about employee engagement. And then welcome and act on employee feedback. Yes, ensure that you give these employees a voice. You should not be the one to communicate and they receive, communicate and they receive. No. Come up with a strategy whereby the employees' views, employees' opinions will also be heard. Whenever it's anything that they want to give you in form of feedback, in form of information, in form of communication, give them that chance. Give them the voice. Give them that chance so that they can be able to express themselves, give you the feedback which you need, give whatever opinion that they feel it's important for them. By doing so, you are improving, or you are basically setting ground there. Employees can become more engaged. And then also we have number 6, invest in employee growth and development. Yes, let the employees grow while they're still working with you. Skill wise, ability wise, growth wise, give them that opportunity, because that is like an issue, or that is a trending issue that most organizations are looking at. Do the employees have the capability of growing when they work with you? Can they have the chance to go back to school? Or when you come there, that is the end of you learning, growing, and maybe developing. So that is also another thing that can make employees to become more engaged in the organization. So those 6 points plus many other more, basically we have like 8 here, but there could be so many reasons that can so many ways that an organization can put in place to ensure or to promote employee engagement. These are just but a few. And then we have question 4B. Yes, this is question 4B. XYZ Limited recently spent a substantial amount on money, substantial amount of money, on management development activities. Justify the expenditure. So this company spent a lot of money on management development activities. Justify. Why was it important for them to do so? Why were they basically motivated to do so? Management development activities are very important. As much as you need to develop your employees, your junior staff, managers also need to be developed, because the manager is no difference from the person who is working at the lower level. The only difference is the designation, but it's also a person just like any other. He might need this training so as to upskill. He might need training so as to improve. He might need this training so as to deal with the weaknesses and challenges he might be facing, or she might be facing in the work. So why was this company basically eager to do management development activities? It is as important as employee training and development. It has advantages as the same you do for your employees. So the only reason that these people could spend a lot of money to develop managers, basically it's because they wanted the organization to grow. They wanted the organization to go on a higher level. And the first people they could deal with are the managers, because the managers have the people who are looking for below them. They have the people they are influencing below them. So they know if they influence the managers, automatically the people below the managers will also be influenced in the positive way to help you basically achieve the goals of the organization. So number 1, the justification comes because management development activities will help the managers grow. It will help the managers basically maintain the talent, the abilities, and the skills they have. Grow management talent. You'll be able to grow in one way or the other. You'll be able to learn new things. You'll be able to grab new skills of doing the job, and that is an advantage. So grow management talent. The most obvious benefit of management development is that it provides competent managers for your business. So the reason as to why you would want to go and spend money and train and develop managers is basically because you want to ensure that your managers are competent. Because if your managers are competent, that means the people who are working under the managers are safe, because they get the right direction, they get the right focus and emphasis in terms of how to do the job, and that is going to be a very big advantage for the company. Number 2, another reason as to why it's good for you to spend money, a lot of money, to go and train managers could be you want the managers to upskill and reskill at the same time. Remember, we are living in a dynamic environment. We are living in a dynamic industry. We are living in a dynamic world. Things keep on changing today, tomorrow but on, and so on and so forth and so forth. So if you become obsolete, if you fail to update on your skills, you become irrelevant. So the reason as to why the company could be ready to spend a lot of money or huge budget to train managers is basically because they want to ensure these managers get the necessary skills they need to catch up with the pace of technology, upskilling and reskilling. So because you know that the managers will be safe, and then that's when the managers are safe, the people working under them will also be safe. That means they'll be getting the right direction. That means they'll be getting the right instructions, and that will help you improve in your organization. Another justification could be retain talent and reduce employee churn. Yes, because most organizations are looking towards it. Most organizations have embraced management development programs. So if you're not doing it, most people will leave your organization and look for those organizations that do that. Basically because everyone wants to be relevant in the market. Everyone wants to grow skill-wise, wants to grow ability-wise. So if you as an organization are not able to do that, the people working in organization will look for the organization that offers such opportunities and go and work with them. So it is always justifiable to spend huge amounts of money to basically to develop your managers as well, because that will help you count more productivity, more performance, and so on and so forth. And then also it's a way of you standing out from the competition, because it's a few who practice it. So for those few who practice it, be amongst them. That means you'll be competitive. People will want to associate yourself with you. People will want to work for your organization, of which that means you'll never fall short of labor. You'll never fall short of people, basically because of how you've basically strategized yourself in the organization, within the industry. So sometimes you do it because you want to stand out from the competition that is there in the market. And then also boosting employee performance. Once the managers have the right skills, they'll ensure that the employees are doing the right thing, because they will instill that particular that necessary and that relevant skill that the employees need to have. They will show the employees the right direction to follow. They will guide the employees in the right direction, and that will basically bring about performance. It will improve and boost the performance of the organization. So it is very justifiable to spend a huge amount of money on developing your managers. And then also driving organizational growth. Yes, sometimes that could be a reason as to why managers are taken for development activities, because you want organization to grow. You know, when you take this person to training, is going to increase on the knowledge that he has, going to increase on the skills and abilities. Once they come back, he'll never perform how he used to perform, but even go it further and further, of which that will drive the organizational growth. So these plus many other more could be ways that organization could use basically to these plus many other more could be justifications that can basically justify your action of spending a certain amount of money to go and train and develop your managers. So these are some of the justifications, the things that could be justifiable for your actions of taking an amount of money and then investing it in management development programs. So that is number 5, not 5 but number 4. Thank you, and let's meet in our next question, which will be number 5.